We are so close to kicking off the 2020 Falcons season. Obviously, a lot of excitement, right? The NFL's making its comeback, but of course, some question marks and some key positions for the Falcons as well. So let's take a look at the 5 players to watch as we head into the Week 1 matchup against the Seattle Seahawks. At number 5, we have linebacker Foye Oluokun. He's tasked with replacing Devondre Campbell, who led the Falcons with 223 tackles over the last 2 seasons. Campbell was also great in matchups against tight ends, but I think Oluokun can make up for that loss. He was a defensive back for most of his college career, so he has the ability to drop back in coverage, and we've seen flashes of that ability early in his NFL career as well. Now it's just about him putting together the great play we've seen from him in spurts, whether that was his rookie season when he finished second on the team with 91 tackles, or in certain games last season where Pro Football Focus graded him as the best defender on the team. At number 4, tight end Hayden Hurst. Hurst pretty much got lost in the Ravens' 3-man tight end rotation for the first couple years of his pro career. A foot injury early in his rookie season caused him to fall behind, and of course the Ravens' run-first system really didn't help Hurst's pass-catching skill set. Now in Atlanta with the league's most pass-happy offense, Hurst should have a breakout season with his great hands and impressive speed at his size. At number 3, offensive lineman Matt Hennessey. If you've seen our coverage of the Falcons here on Fox 5, you have heard all about Hennessey at this point. The Falcons drafted him as the eventual successor to Alex Mack at center, but he's been running with the first team at left guard since the 3rd day of camp. His high IQ has been praised by teammates and coaches, and his body of work in college and ability to block on the move seems to be a good fit for the Falcons' wide zone scheme. Now we'll just see how quickly Hennessey can adapt to the pro level, and if he does, this Falcons offensive line that's finally healthy should be much improved this year. At number 2, cornerback Aj Tyrell. The Falcons drafted Tyrell 16th overall in this past NFL draft to replace Desmond Trufant at corner, and so far it seems to be a great move. Tyrell came into camp hungry, wanting to prove himself, and his defensive backs coach Joe Witt recently said, a total sponge. He's shown tremendous ability at times going up against the likes of Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley in camp, and if he continues to develop at the rate the coaches are seeing and talking about, the Falcons secondary should be a much improved unit from a season ago. And finally, number 1, running back Todd Burling. No other player will be watched as closely as Gurley will be for the Falcons this year because of the chronic left knee injury that saw Gurley's production drop for the LA Rams last season. But so far, things seem to be going pretty well for Gurley and Flowery Branch. The coaches have him on a load management plan, and the former NFL touchdowns leader seems to be responding well as he's shown the same vision, speed, and cutback ability that made him a household name just a few seasons ago. Offensive coordinator Dirk Cutter is reportedly eyeing 15 to 25 touches a game for Gurley this season, so it'll be interesting to see how he takes advantage of those runs, especially as the season goes on. I think if these 5 guys can live up to their potential, then the playoff drought will be a thing of the past for the Falcons. I'm Suda Upadhyaya for Fox 5 Sports.